Coaches use phrases like battle to describe their games. The Perrysburg boys soccer team has had a few of those on their way to regionals, but some of us are fighting battles which aren't clear to the eye. A 3D MRI made sense of a battle Isaac Klapper has been fighting privately and sometimes publicly since childhood. The fact he's here as a senior captain leading his team out there is something inspiring everyone, especially those closest to him.
Just seeing him as a leader of the team and a positive role model for his teammates out there.
And I feel just him knowing what he had to go through to get to this point, to me, will inspire him for the lifetime.
And others. It feels like a lifetime ago, those days in doctor's offices. But before Isaac Klapper could enjoy life to the fullest, he began experiencing something hard to explain when he was 10.
I had gotten a Lego set for my birthday, and I would kind of just yank to the side really hard, and I knew like nobody else did that or had that problem. It was a completely new feeling that I'd never experienced before.
Isaac was treated for a movement disorder, which worked until his sophomore year.
I was still feeling like the aura in my head.
Those movements were actually seizures caused by focal epilepsy. He could feel them coming on, but could not do anything about them.
He was always a quiet kid and didn't want things known, so he had a core group of friends that would kind of protect him.
Coaches too.
Clean up the one touches in the middle. Go!
Dennis Jeanson has been there for Isaac throughout his youth career.
It's extremely tough to know you can't do anything to help him. Besides, make sure there's awareness around him. Before every game, we have to tell the officials about the situation so they know. So if something does occur on the field, they know it's okay. They know he can just walk aside and he'll be okay in 15 seconds.
But what is considered okay?
Elmar.
Isaac was not allowed to drive anymore. Epilepsy was even affecting his schoolwork.
Oh, I just couldn't handle it in soccer and stuff. Just the thought of am I gonna have one? During tests in school and stuff, the academics, I would have 20 of them because I was stressed during the tests, and they would just happen over and over again. So yeah, I think that was the point where this, I can't live my life like this. This has to stop.
That brought the Klappers to Dr. William Bingaman for tests at the Cleveland Clinic in February. They found a mass the size of a grape in his brain, which, if removed, might do what medication could not.
He had really eased our minds that it was going to be successful. He was going to be able to go in there, remove the piece, and Isaac would recover, and he basically said in 6 weeks he'll be back on the soccer field.
5 hours later, Isaac was out of the operating room. 6 weeks later, he was back on the field, and he's been seizure-free ever since.
I just want to get after it and get as much touches and reps as possible.
Would you have ever believed things would work out like this?
In April, we would never have thought that.
Yeah, I think we had hope, and after the surgery, there was a lot of good signs, and every checkup he had, the signs were pointing to it was going to be a success and good, but yeah, to think nothing. He could have episodes after the surgery, that's normal and everything, but to have none, it's been pretty incredible.
And he's back to himself on the field as well.
Yeah.
The best version of himself.
Yeah, Omar.
A lot of that weight of having those seizures in front of people is lifted off his shoulders now. So he's able to play with more confidence. He's having fun. The more fun he's having, he's joking around with his teammates. He's smiling more than we've ever seen him, and he's talking more than we've ever heard. I didn't know the kid had a voice 5 years ago.
Yeah, I can.
Isaac was voted a unanimous captain this season because of the person he is and the unspoken way he's taught others to persevere.
Who inspires you most? Isaac does, my son. He went to school, he played soccer, he did all that stuff. I mean, that's the most incredible thing to me.
It's inspiring to all of us that we can overcome just about anything.
Everyone's going through something. Just always know there's light at the end of the tunnel. I take nothing for granted.
nothing for granted, like driving. He got cleared to do that in September. He credits his brother Carson in the meantime. And he's able to take headers now, an important skill for any defender. Isaac will be in the starting lineup again Tuesday night when Perrysburg plays St. Ignatius in the regional semifinals.